This is the audio version of Bookworm 101 by R.L. Zareva, a guide for book reviewers and bookish content creators, narrated by Rihanna Powell. The copyright of the book is owned by Compendia Publishing, all rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without the prior written permission of the copyright owner. No part of this publication may be used to develop and/or train artificial intelligence models, systems, or technology, with no exception for any AI-related uses that fall under the category of fair use or general purpose AI. No part of this publication that has been made publicly available online may be used in general web scraping, text or data mining practices, and/or any AI-related transformative uses. First published in the digital version on January 1st, 2025 with ISBN 978-196-3038-378. The audio version is published with ISBN 978-196-3038-408. Fair warning. This book contains subjects related to geopolitical differences and anthropological perspectives. It is not suitable for readers with sensitivity to certain subjects and/or language expressions. Readers' discretion is advised. This publication is not suitable for minors. The age of majority may vary from one area of jurisdiction to another. In the absence of clear guidance and/or limitations from the governing bodies, the publisher and author suggest that 18 years of age be the minimum age for reading this publication. Disclaimer. The publisher and author support the continuation of education and learning. This publication may be included as a subject to study and criticize in the language arts, literature, culture, business, creator economy, or any other related department or faculty. The manuscript and cover of this publication are not generated by any artificial intelligence system. No part of this publication may be used to develop and/or train artificial intelligence models, systems, or technology, with no exception for any AI-related uses that fall under the category of fair use or general-purpose AI. No part of this publication that has been made publicly available online may be used in general web scraping, text or data mining practices, and/or any AI-related transformative uses. Dedication. To my readers. I don't care when you will read or review any of my published books. When someone squeezes my book in between the tight schedules, it already means a lot to me. To content creators who've been shouting me out through the internet, thank you for giving a chance to an author who came from some other side of the earth. To all aspiring writers who started by reading books, keep staining those pages in front of you with ink, or carbon, whichever you'd prefer. When you hit the border, cross it. Flip the page and do it again. Instructions for use. This is the first chapter of Bookworm 101 by R.L. Zareva. Whether you are reading the digital version or utilizing the journal version of this book, I shall not leave you alone and confused as book reviewers. The bookish content creators whose paths cross with mine on social media are wonderful people, regardless of whether or not they like my book. Probably not many of my readers know that technical writing, building industry manuals and user guides are some parts of what I do for my main job. Of course, they're filled with hyphenations, n-dashes and m-dashes. They've mostly never been published to the general public. Either they're classified, conducted under confidentiality requirements, or included in non-disclosure agreements, NDA, so that you may not be able to find them. They are to serve different purposes than the general public may need. Before we start this guided journal, I needed to admit that the intention of publishing it was to write a user guide or customer guide for readers in general. Readers of the digital version and the paperback print can have examples for building a customized journal according to one's needs. Here, I shall give a glimpse into my work as a crew member in my industry. Here and now, you might be readers. Tomorrow, you might be book reviewers making user-generated content. Then you will be journalists, undergoing editorial reviews, or researchers doing peer reviews. One day you might also be an author, getting your own book published. My genuine hope for your professional growth will be endless. Consider this user guide as your acquaintance to walk beside you along the journey. Another thing to disclose is that R.L. Zareva is my pen name for non-fiction publications and technical writings. Even at the time this book manuscript is finalised, I've not told any of my family members that I write adult fiction under the pen name Rada Lubomirova. Some parts of my literary arts may, or may not, be considered unacceptable in the place I came from. That is the main reason for my faceless social media. It is not merely because I'm not keen on giving any authors transparency. Please be mindful that not every portion of land is a land of free speech. My publisher's team has been retaining my incognita left and right since deciding to publish my debut novel. Readers' understanding and consideration will be much appreciated.